Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Commerce Aspirants. So today we'll be starting with corporate social responsibility. Corporate social responsibility is also known as CSR. Now, what do you mean by CSR? Corporate, the word corporate means a company, a business that is running. Social responsibility means that we have a certain responsibility, we have certain obligations towards our society, towards our people, towards our community. In corporate social responsibility, it is said that a company or a business, when it is earning certain amount of profit, when it is having a certain amount of turnover, then it is a responsibility of that business, of that company, to provide some part of it to the society, for the welfare of the society, towards the environment, towards the community. Now, here in the meaning they have written, it focuses on wealth creation for optimal benefits of all stakeholders, that is shareholders, employees, customers, environment and society. That means we have to think about earning profit as well as doing some good cause towards the community, towards our people also. Now, what are the benefits of CSR? When a company is involved in CSR activities, what are the benefits for the company? First would be the brand image and reputation. Now, why brand image and reputation? When you are supporting a good cause, for example, XYZ company is supporting for education, free education, is providing free education to children, or they are supporting some cause where there are patients of cancer, suffering from cancer. So, if the company is supporting a good cause, in that way, the image of the company or the reputation of the company is highly appreciated in the market, and it is increased also. Next would be sales and customer loyalty. Now, because of the good cause that the company is doing, their customers of that company will be loyal to the company, and also there would be a higher or an increase in sales of that company. Innovation and learning, yes, whenever you are supporting a social cause or a good cause, there is some learning from it which you can adapt into your business. More people will come forward to support you, there will be more resources to help you out. So in this way, there is a huge scope for innovation also. Ability to attract and retain employees. Whenever you are supporting a good cause, you have that plus point, or you have that positive point for you to keep in front of your employees whenever they choose other company over your company to work with. Next would be financial performance improved. Now, how come financial performance will be improved? If you're working for a good cause, as we have seen earlier, that your brand image will be improved, your reputation will be improved, there will be higher sales. So automatically this will lead to what? Financial improvement of the performance of the company. Okay, these are just plain simple points. Even if you don't learn it, you don't look it for a month, still if it is asked, if at all it is asked in exam, you will be able to recollect it, because it's very simple. Like if you're doing some good cause, then what would be the merits for you? It is quite simple. Even if you as a person do a good cause, what are the merits for you? You know that. So in such a way, if a company is doing, what will be the merits for that company? No need to learn it, just understand it. Whatever you have to learn or you have to note it down, I'll tell you. Pointer. Now what is pointer? Before taking look at the pointers, let's take a look at what is the contribution of the company. How can the company be selected for these CSR activities? What is the criteria? So here it is given that from 1st April 2014, every company, private or public, So what does it mean? All the companies functioning, whether it will be private or public, have to contribute in CSR if they fulfill any one of the three criteria. Any one, if they are fulfilling it, if their company has achieved it, then they have to be a part of, then they have to contribute towards the CSR activities. So first would be net worth. If the company's net worth is 500 crore, okay, I hope you know what is net worth. Yeah. So if the company's net worth is 500 crore, then the company has to contribute towards CSR activity. If your company's net worth is not 500, then you should check whether the company's turnover is 1000 crore. If the company's turnover is 1000 or more than 1000, then the company has to contribute towards CSR. If it is not even, if the net worth is not about 500 or not 500, turnover is not up 1000 or about 1000 crore, then you can check the net profit. Now, net profit you have to check if it is 5 crore, 5 or 5 crore above. If the net profit is 5 and 5 above, then you have to contribute. So, any one of these three, 500 crore, 1000 crore, 5 crore, if any one of these is fulfilled, your company has to contribute towards CSR. Got it? In exams, this type of question is asked every year. It is asked, and make sure you are writing this in your notes that it is any one. Any one is very important. Or I am writing or also. Okay. And if suppose your company's net profit is above 5 crore, then how are you going to contribute? You have to spend at least 2% of the average net profit. Now, what do you mean by average net profit? Suppose I have given I'll read it out for you, that at least 2%, at least 2 means whatever will be the 2% of 5 crore, that much amount or above that you have to contribute of immediate preceding 3 financial years. Immediate preceding 3 financial years. Now, if your financial year is of 2020, then immediate 3 preceding years. For your information, FYI, that they will never ask you to calculate. Calculation is never asked of CSR up till now in your exams. Just this sentence is very important. In statement or assertion reason, these type of statements are asked. So just remember 2% of average of 3 preceding years. This is important. Calculations they won't ask. Okay. Now let's take a look at pointer. What is given in pointer? In pointer they have said that as per 2019 amendment, when was this introduced? In 2014. And then in 2019 amendment, they have stated that if there is any unspent CSR funds, that means suppose the average was of 2 crore. For example, let's take the average was 2 crore. Then what you have to do, if you have not utilized say 1 crore from this 2 crore, 1 crore is still left in that CSR account, then you have 3 years time to utilize this 1 crore. That means 2021, 22 and 23. 3 years time you have to utilize this 1 crore. And if in that 3 years also you don't utilize this 1 crore, then you will have to transfer this to a special account. Now, what is special account? It is some kind of a reserve fund, reserve account which government will put to use then. If any of the CSR fund amount is left in your company, with your company, and it is not spent till 3 years, then that amount, that fund, you have to transfer to the special account. Special account is another reserve fund which government will use for the development of the nation. That is given in this point. Okay, and it is as per the act, it is as per the schedule 7 of the act. Okay, within 30 days of the end of third financial year, you have to transfer that amount to the special account. Simple, nothing difficult. I hope you have understood what is CSR. If any of you guys are working in any corporate, then you might have heard this CSR. Even your companies must be participating, contributing in the CSR activities. So this is quite simple. I hope you have understood. Just note down these points: net worth, turnover, and 2% of average net profit. It is important. It is asked quite often in the exam. Now we'll look at the next topic. First model is of Milton Friedman, and second one is Ed Freeman. Now why I have written these two together? Because these are exactly opposite to one another. Exactly opposite. Friedman's model is classic model. Ed Freeman's model is CSR model. And the shareholders theory, stakeholders theory are two different models, but it has the same meaning what Ed Freeman's CSR model had and Milton Friedman's classic model had. So I have just combined it for you, so it will be easy for you also to understand. That means what shareholder theory is saying, that same thing Milton has also said in his classic model. Okay, that both the theories are saying one and the same thing. Similarly, what Ed Freeman is saying in his CSR model, that same thing is said in stakeholders theory also. I hope you understood. You have understood what I am trying to say. These are different models, like this is one theory, this is second theory, this one is third, and this one is fourth. These are four models, different models given by different persons. But the meaning of these two models is same and the meaning of this two model is same. Got it? Now first we'll take a look at what is Milton Friedman saying in his classic model. Now, Milton is saying that company has no social responsibility, no, to the public or society. He is saying his point of view is that the company has to work only to earn profit. Only and only to earn profit, and only for the shareholders of that company who have invested in that company, who are the shareholders of that company. Who is saying this? Milton is saying this in his classic model. And shareholders theory also says the same thing, that the company's objective is to earn profit and profit only. Company has no responsibility towards society. Got it? Simple. Just keep this word in mind. Whenever Milton's classic model will be asked or shareholders theory is asked, you have to look for the word profit and profit only. Now, exactly opposite to this is Ed Freeman's CSR model. Now, what is Ed Freeman saying? That a company's real success lies in satisfying all its stakeholders. Here it was given shareholders. Ed Freeman is free. How I had remembered these things? See, Freeman, say you have to keep in mind that he was of a free mind. That man is free. So he is saying, give it to all, give it to the society. Free. Give it to all, give it to the society. Freedman, I had remembered his brain was a bit fried. Fried. Okay. So he used to think only about profit. ठीक है. And Ed Freeman, free है mind. So he is thinking about everyone. Like that I have remembered it when I was studying. Because now when I'm explaining it to you, you'll understand everything. But after few days, when if it is asked in mock or anywhere, if you read it, you will be a bit confused. Ki Freedman was talking about profit or Freeman was talking about profit. Freeman was talking about society or Freedman was talking about society. Remember it in such a way that free, he is of free mind, that man is of free mind. So he is saying think about all, think about society. Freed man, his brain is fried, that man is fried, so he is thinking only about profit, profit, profit. Understood? And same stakeholders theory says, as the name is stakeholder, so what will stakeholders theory say? Think about all, think about profit plus social welfare. Okay? This is what stakeholders theory says, that you need to think about profit also and you need to think about the social welfare also. So here we have covered 4 models. See, so simple it was. Students get scared that oh my god, models already, each unit is having so many models, how come we'll remember? No, but there is a technique to remember each and everything. So this is the technique. First, these two models are same, so I have combined it here. These two models are same, I have combined it here. And what is the crux? See, we are not writing the exam in an essay type. What is the MHSET exam or UGCNET exam asking or expecting from students? That whether they have understood the concept. You need not learn 10 pages or 10 slides. That won't help you, trust me. And it is impossible for you to remember 10 units. So how you need to remember it? What is the technique that when you sit in exam and when a question is asked and options are also given? ऐसा नहीं in exams we didn't have any options. There was just one question कि हाँ, tell us what are the demerits and merits of so and so. Then we had to write 2-3 pages. ठीक है, तब the memory played an important role because we had to by heart each and everything. But in net and set exam you need not by heart anything. Only some part of stats you need to by heart. But rest all the things are conceptual basis. So you have to understand. You need to understand the concept, what the concept is and what it is trying to say, what that person is trying to say, what is Milton trying to say, what is Ed trying to say. This you need to remember. Okay. So now when you will note these models in your books, make sure you don't write 3 to 5 lines also. Just write the names of the models, like write Milton Friedman, then write classic. And besides that, you just need to write this word profit. Next, write shareholders theory. Again, you have to write profit. Just write it in this manner. Trust me, it will be very helpful to you. Okay, I hope now this 4 models are clear. You have understood. Now we'll take a look at next models. What are the other models? CSR models. Now we'll see some more CSR models. Previous slide we saw 4 models. Now we'll take a look at few other models. So next model is Ackerman model. Now what is Ackerman saying in his model? That the most important point which he is focusing on is the internal policy goals. Ackerman is emphasizing on the internal policy goals and how it is related to CSR. So he has explained it in 4 steps. He has explained CSR model in 4 steps. In first step, what he is saying that the managers will find the problem, what is the cause, which cause needs to be looked upon, which cause should be resolved first. So the managers will first focus on the problem. They'll find what the problem is, what is the most common social problem. and then they will express the willingness that okay, this is the problem that we have found out, this is the most common social problem that we have looked upon, and we are willing to take up this problem, we are willing to solve this problem. Okay, this is going to be the first step. Then in second step, what they'll do, they'll study that problem. How they'll study the problem? They'll hire some experts and they'll get the suggestions from them, and they'll start working on it. Okay, first step में they'll find what is the problem. Second step में they'll study that problem. How they'll study? By hiring some experts and taking suggestions from them and then implementing it. Okay. Then in third step, what the managers are going to do, they will take up the charge, or they'll take up the project and they'll work on it actively. Initially what they did, they were just taking suggestions. Now what they are doing, they have started working on it. I have just written in short forms. I have not written any long sentence. You just need to know the crux of that sentence, crux of these steps. First may find the problem. Second, they'll study. Study means hire experts. Third may they'll start working on it. And then the last step, which is evaluate. Now evaluate may what they are going to do, they'll address the issues, like whatever the issue, whatever the problem they had selected and they had worked upon it, they had studied it. Now they are going to address it. Now they are going to help the society. Now they are going to put it into effect and they are going to help the society, the environment, the community. So this is how Ackerman has explained his model. Just remember that Ackerman model consists of 4 steps, and Ackerman is emphasizing on what? Internal policy goals. Because they might ask you, they will just give you these 4 points, find social problem, study and all, in some different words, and they'll then give you the options that who has given this model: Ackerman, Carroll, Freedman, Freeman. So whenever these 4 steps are there, find, study, work, evaluate, then you have to immediately recognize that this is whose model? This is Ackerman's model. What was he emphasizing on? Internal policy goals. He was emphasizing on internal policy goals. Understood? Write it in short form how I have written. Okay, no need to write big sentence. That is not, NTA is not so foolish that they are going to give you the exact same sentence what is given in the books or what are taught by the educators. They are going to twist the sentence. They won't directly give you the same sentence which is given in any books or any PDFs or any educators videos, not even mine. So there is no use of writing the sentence or learning that sentence. This because it's a competitive exam, that to a national level. Pune University won't give you anything in same sentence form. The level of state exam is a bit easier than that of national, but they are also not going to give you directly. So just remember the concept and the crux. I am emphasizing on concept a lot because that is only going to help you crack the exam, clear the exam, get your JRF or clear your NET or clear your SET, whichever exams you are preparing for. So just remember the basic points. Find, study, work, evaluate, internal policy goals. These are the crux of Ackerman's model. Just remember it in this manner. Okay, don't write sentences. If you're getting it from somewhere else or you are yourself searching it on Google, don't write it. It's waste of time. Okay. Now we'll take a look at next model, which is Carroll's model. Now, Carroll, it is double R and double L. I have written Carroll. Carroll it is double R and double L. Okay. Now, what is Carroll saying in his model? Again, he has also given 4 steps. Carroll's model is also known as pyramid. Pyramid of CSR. Okay, pyramid, I hope you understand. Pyramid. Okay, this is the pyramid, and these are the 4 parts of the pyramid. So lower one being economic, then comes, I'll write it like that, lower economic, then legal, then ethical, and then comes the philanthropic. Okay, now I'll start from lower one, economic responsibility. Now what is the economic responsibility of a company? What should be an economic responsibility of the corporate? It should be that the company, the corporate should be profitable. Profitable means that the company should earn a revenue, should earn profits, right? This is the primary goal of any corporate or any company. That is known as economic responsibility. Got it? Simple. Now, after earning the profit, what is the second most important responsibility? That is the legal responsibility. Legal, I hope you all know, no need to give any deep explanation for this. That is, you have to obey the law. Whatever the laws are relating to the Companies Act, other act, Environment Protection Act, whatever the legal clauses are there, policies are there, company needs to obey that laws. Simple, got it? Now, third, what is the third responsibility? Be ethical. Now, what do you mean by ethical? Ethical means do what is right. Do what is right. Do what is right. Ethical means whatever your company is doing, whichever business your company is running, be it a service business, goods business, anything, it's a manufacturing company, whatever business your company is involved in, it should be right. It should not harm any society, any environment. By society, we mean humans. By environment, we mean air, water, or trees, etc., etc. So that is the ethical responsibility of any company, that whatever business they are running, they have to make sure that they are running it ethically, they are doing what is right, and they are not harming the people of the society or the environment. Simple, got it? Now next, the topmost responsibility, the topmost part of the pyramid is philanthropic responsibility. Now what do you mean by the word philanthropic? It means be a good corporate citizen. You need to be a good, I don't think so there is any explanation for this sentence. It's quite simple, that you need to be a good corporate citizen. And so I hope you have understood what is Carroll's model. Yeah, and one more thing, Carroll's model, short form, you can remember it in this way. I'll write it here, pyramid of CSR. Okay, and the short form that you need to remember is ELEP. That is the mnemonic for CSR, Carroll's CSR model. ELEP, E economic. This you need to remember in a sequence. Okay, don't remember as E is ethical, then L is legal, then E is economic, and no. You need to remember it in sequence. First will be for economic, then comes the legal, then comes ethical, and then comes philanthropic. So you need to remember this in a sequence, proper sequence. ELEP, that is economic, stands for what? That business should earn profit. If the business will earn profit, then only it can survive, it can sustain in the market, and then in the long term it can benefit the society. For example, if initially business is earning a profit of 2 crore net profit, can they be a part of CSR even if the turnover and net worth is not given as per the criteria of CSR which we had learned earlier? No. But if the business will survive for a long term, then maybe the profit increases, it can go up to 5-6 crore, the net worth will increase, the turnover will increase. So if it increases, then the business can definitely contribute to CSR. So first and foremost responsibility as per Carroll will be that the business should be profitable. That is the economic responsibility. Then second, that we have to obey the laws and regulations, be it laws related to employment, competition, health, safety, Companies Act, whatever it may be. We need to obey the law. Then third would be ethical. Ethical means that we have to act morally. We need to do what is right. This is the requirement for all the business. How they treat their suppliers, how they treat the employees, how they are taking care of the environment, how much they are responsible towards the environment. These things will come in ethical responsibility. And then the last topmost portion of the pyramid is going to be the philanthropic responsibility, that they have to give back to the society. So they have to be a responsible corporate citizen. They need to do donations. They need to take out time for the staff on their projects. They need to contribute for welfare of their employees as well. They need to think of everyone. This is what is given in philanthropic responsibility. Easy, quite easy. See, so I had told you in Ackerman also that remember the 4 steps. 4 steps of Ackerman is what? Find, study, work, evaluate. You can make a mnemonic for this also, that FSWE. First you will find, then you will study, then you will work, and then you will evaluate. And in Carol it will be ELEP. Okay. Now let's see what is the next model. Also, if you want, you can write the years. This was given in 1976 and this was in 1991. Next is corporate citizenship model. Again, this is an easy one, and many questions are not asked from this model. This model again consists of 4 steps. First is consistently satisfactory. Very easy. You need to be consistent. Sustainably economic performance. Ethical action, same as we had done in previous model, and last is the behavior. So again, very simple point, plain points, that how a firm is committed towards becoming a corporate citizen and how they are fulfilling their criteria for social responsibilities. What all are the steps? That it should be satisfactory, sustainable, ethical actions, and the behavior. This is the most easiest. It's not frequently asked also, and it is quite easy to learn. Like if it is ever asked in your exams, then you will be easily able to recognize that okay, corporate, these all terms were given in corporate citizenship. Nothing much in detail to understand in this model. Okay, understood? So these were the models, important models which are frequently asked. Like if you want to do any search from your end, you can do, and you will find a lot more CSR models. There are many CSR models, but from our exam point of view, these are the most important ones in SET as well as NET. But if you want, from your end, you can Google and check what the other models are. Okay. This brings us to the end of our part of the unit, that is business environment. The unit is not completed, but business environment topic of this unit is completed. Now we'll go ahead with international business. But before going ahead with international business, one more thing that I need to mention is, we had learned in Consumer Protection Act some of the penalties leading to misleading advertisements. There are some other penalties which are charged on manufacturers. Okay, manufacturers or a seller or a distributor. Okay, and when they are charged when the consumer is injured. These penalties are charged when consumer is injured by taking any of the services from them or any goods. And what is the penalty charged? Penalty charged is 5 lakh fine plus jail up to 7 years. Okay, this is 5 lakh fine and jail up to 7 years. and in case that product or service has led to death of the consumer, if that product has led to the death of the consumer, then in that case again the fine, minimum amount of the fine imposed will be 10 lakhs plus jail of 7 years, which can also be extended to lifetime. Lifetime also it can extend. So this one point I had to add it. In penalties, if you will go back and check, you must have written in your notes, the penalties were related to the misleading advertisements, and in case if there is a default from the end of the manufacturer, seller or distributor and it has caused an injury to the consumer, then the fine would be 5 lakh plus jail of 7 years, and in case of the death of consumer, then fine would be 10 lakhs, jail up to 7 years, or it can extend for a lifetime as well. This is available, this is applicable to all the companies and also to e-commerce companies. E-commerce companies means those who are doing their business online. To them also this is applicable. Okay, so just add this point in the consumer topic, penalties topic. Okay, got it? Everyone understood? Now we'll go ahead with our next part of the unit, which is international business. So we have completed what is business environment and all the topics, all the contents of business environment we have completed. Now we'll start with what is international business. Now before starting international business, we'll just take a look at what are the contents of international business. So first, let me write here contents of international business. So the first topic that we'll cover in international business is going to be the scope and the importance of international business. Okay, this is going to be the first topic which we will be covering in international business. After that, we will be covering globalization and what are its drivers. This is also one of the important topics. Next we would be covering is modes of entry, that is the types of entries into international business. Then next would be the theories. What all are the theories in with respect to the international trade? Okay, there are some important theories which are asked in your exam, and after that we will be covering the next topic, which would be the trade barriers, non-tariff, tariff, and what are the types, various types, that we will be covering in tariff and non-tariff barriers. And next topic, most important topic, would be the FDI, FPI. What is FDI, what is FPI, types of FDI, cost, benefits to home countries, to host countries, trends, what is India's FDI policy. These things we will be covering in FDI and FPI. And after that, another important topic will be BOP, which I had mentioned in business environment also. Balance of payment, what is the importance, what are the components of business balance of payment. That is another important topic in international business. Next would be the regional economic integration. Regional economic integration is also one of the important topics of international business. In that, we'll learn what are the different levels, what is trade creation, what are the trade agreements, what is EU, what is ASEAN, what is SAARC, what is NAFTA. These all things will be covered in regional economic integration. Then next, eighth would be, what will be the eighth topic? Yes, it will be international economic institutions. Okay. International economic institutions means what is IMF, what is IBRD, what is IMF, what is IBRD, what is World Bank, what is UNCTAD. These all topics we'll be covering in international economic institution. And the last and the foremost important topic will be WTO. In WTO, we'll understand the functions, the objectives of WTO, what is agricultural agreement, what is GATS, what is TRIPS, what are TRIMS. These things we'll be covering in WTO section. So basically these are the 9 most important topics of international business, and we'll be covering all these 9 important topics. So what we'll do is, we'll start with international business tomorrow only. Let's start afresh. Today, if any of you have just started watching the video, have just started with the commerce course, so what y'all can do is, y'all can just make the notes of all the topics that we have covered in business environment till now, and from next class we'll start international business, and then you can, those who have just joined the class, they can also start making the notes up to date. Okay, so that's all for this class. In next class we'll start international business, and we will be covering international business in, I guess, 4 to 5 classes. Yeah, that's more than enough. In 4 to 5 classes we'll be covering international business. We'll be taking lecture of 1 hour for each class. So I guess in 5 lectures our international business will be completed. Till then, you make sure you have prepared all the notes of business environment. Once international business is completed, we'll start with the PYQs and MCQs of business environment and international business. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you have understood what all I have taught in this class. I'll meet you in the next class. If you have understood what all I have taught in today's lecture, kindly like the video, share it with your friends. If you have any queries, any suggestions, post it in the comment section, or you can message me on Telegram. If you have not joined Telegram channel, kindly join Telegram channel and the discussion group as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel till now and you're watching the videos without subscribing, you won't qualify in the exam. I'm saying it. Yes. No, I'm just joking. You will qualify. But please, if you're watching the videos and if you haven't subscribed, this is such a bad thing to do to someone. Like, I'm doing such a good thing for y'all. I'm teaching y'all free of cost. I'm going to give you PDFs. I'm going to take PYQs, everything. And you're just watching the videos and not subscribing to the channel. This is a huge blunder that you're making. So please do subscribe to the channel. Don't watch the videos without subscribing. Okay? And I'll see you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye. Have a nice day.